Welcome, everyone. I am sad that we are not actually seeing each other and sharing this important information in person, but I'm really excited to tell you about the Success Scholars Program in this video. Let me first take the opportunity to introduce myself. I am Melissa Eichelberger, and I am a Student Success Coordinator. Although I have several responsibilities at Lewis, I would say my primary responsibility is being the coordinator of the Success Scholars Program. I've been working here at Lewis for 23 years. I earned both my bachelor and master degrees from Lewis well before beginning my professional career here. Just last month, I completed my doctoral degree. I hope through the information that we share today, you will realize that Lewis is also the place for you. With me today is Toni Fitzpatrick. She is the Director of Academic Services, which is the department that I am part of. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Toni.
Hi, everybody. As Melissa said, my name is Toni Fitzpatrick. I'm the Director in Academic Services, and I'm so happy to talk to you today about the Success Scholars Program. So why don't we go ahead and jump right in? So you may be wondering, what is this program all about? What is it for? So that's what I'm going to talk about before we get down into the details about the program. So as you can imagine, right, these might be some things you think about if I were to ask you to finish the sentence, college is, and you fill in the blank. So these are some things that students often say and that we say, experiencing and observing students over the years going to college. So of course it's transformative, really life-changing. What a time of your life to be able to figure out your future and then do the things that you need to do to get there. And of course, right, that's an amazing time. So many people wish they could go back to those college years. And at the same time, it's challenging, right? College is hard. It's not easy. And what makes it hard is different for each individual and kind of their circumstance. So for every student, there's challenge that comes with college. And of course, it's different. So it's going to be different from your high school experience. I'm sure you're anticipating that, and your guidance counselors and your teachers are also telling you how it's going to be different. It's filled with responsibility and choice. So it's kind of a blank slate, and you get to fill in what is the experience going to look like. Lots of choices, which can be very exciting. So if we look at transitioning here, what impacts first year success at Lewis? So you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with me? Well, students who make their freshman year and persist into their second year, their sophomore year, are more likely to graduate from Lewis, and that's true across all higher education. So at Lewis, then of course we want to talk about what's something that you should be doing in your first year. Well, at Lewis, your engagement on campus makes a difference and will make you more likely to be successful. Your first semester academic performance, so those grades that you get in that first semester, declaring your major, those are things that impact first year success. And there's other things, but those are some things that I wanted to highlight because I think it connects pretty well to what the Success Scholars Program offers. So that campus engagement can look different for each individual, but specifically students who are in the Success Scholars Program are more likely to be successful, and I'll share those details in just a second. So if we step back from Lewis and look at what impacts the first year nationally, let's look at this list of things. So many times we see students who struggle and have some uncertainty about their major, their career, post-grad life, right? I talked about it's filled with responsibility and choice, and that can be very exciting and also can begin to feel a little daunting at times. And with that, you might experience, and students experience, some self-doubt, right? The ups and downs. You may have known what you wanted to do your entire life, and then you come to college and start to question that a little bit or change your mind. Of course, right? You think of, gosh, I'm going to be so independent when I go to college. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to have such a great experience. And it is. It's very exciting. At the same time, sometimes we see students kind of get in this state of helplessness when they have all this independence and responsibility combined. The other thing that we see students struggle with are failures, mistakes, those tangible challenges, right? You get your first D on a quiz, or maybe if you're an A student, you get your first B. And that really can be something that gets in students' head and begins to get them questioning, should I be in college? Can I make it here? Am I worth it? The other thing, of course, right, family pressure. I know for me, I was the first one to go to college in my family. And so with that came a whole lot of pressure. Everybody was counting on me to be the one. So I know that's true for many students at Lewis. And then, of course, mental health. More and more we see students struggling with various things having to do with their mental health. So this is a whole long list, right? And it might sound a little bit like, gosh, why is she talking about all this stuff? It sounds so bad. Well, the reason I'm talking about it is because being a Success Scholar will really make a difference. And I think that's what's really important for you to know today as you think about Lewis and being a Success Scholar, is that the program is designed to provide support and guidance and reflection and activity and community building activities to get at all of those things, right? So to help you develop those skills that you'll need to be successful in college, to create a community for you. So when you're having that self-doubt or you're questioning yourself, you have somebody to talk to. You have a peer mentor, a professional staff mentor, these great Success faculty members there, so that, you know, when you have those ups and you have those downs, you have somebody there to support and guide you. So as I said, Success students are more likely to be successful than non-Success Scholars. So the number is here, 73% more likely. So as I said in the beginning, campus engagement makes a difference, particularly being a Success Scholar. So that's a little bit about the reason behind the program, why it exists, and then broadly kind of what it hopes to do and how we intend to support you. So now I think what would be most helpful is to get to some of the details, and also to let somebody who's been in the program and a successful graduate of the program share their experience with you. So now I'm going to turn it over to Colleen.
Hi, everyone. I hope everyone is enjoying their time at home with their families. But like Tony said, my name is Colleen Riordan, and I am a freshman admission counselor at Lewis University. But I also attended the university from 2014 to 2018. And during my freshman year, I was a part of the Success program. During my time in the program, it definitely helped me to evolve into the person I am today. So for example, in high school, I was pretty timid. I was pretty awful at taking tests. So I knew that when I was chosen for this program, I knew from hearing from people like Melissa that they would really help me to work on my abilities with test taking and just building my self-confidence all around. So that was super helpful. Another really helpful part of the program for me was being able to meet professors and other students going through this program before the school year had even started. So it was really nice to get familiar with the campus, again, with the professors and other students going through this, so that, you know, my first day of school, I knew where all my classes were going to be. I already knew some of the professors. So it definitely helped me to get more acclimated with the college life. So you're definitely in good hands. The program has evolved for sure since I attended. So like I said, you're in good hands. It's a really great program, and you will come out of college a completely different person than where you are now. So thanks.
Thank you so much, Colleen. So now that you've met Tony and Colleen and myself, and you're going to hear a little more from another student who has successfully completed the program and moved on and is currently a peer mentor. You're also going to hear from an instructor. But before that, let's take a quick look at what the roadmap looks like for students in the Success Scholars program. This roadmap represents the journey or the path that each of you will take as members of the Success Scholars community. The best part of this journey is that you are always going to have someone there, in fact, several someones, to support you along the way for any time that you need support, to help you celebrate some of the great things that you're going to accomplish along your journey. These stops include SOAR, Welcome Week, your spring semester, your fall semester, and then through graduation. So let's talk about each of these stops. The first stop is SOAR. SOAR stands for Student Orientation, Advising, and Registration. Right now you're hearing some information about the Success Scholars program. We've often provided this during information sessions and in other formats. That's not identified here on the roadmap. Information regarding SOAR has been mailed out. You are able to select any SOAR session that fits with your schedule. So be sure you're paying attention to your mail. When you have that, go through it, select a SOAR program that works for you. During that SOAR session, there will be presentations on a variety of resources available to students. There will be an opportunity to meet with an advisor to pick your classes and get registered for the fall semester, an opportunity to engage in even a small group with other incoming Success Scholars. The next step along that roadmap is Welcome Week. This is an opportunity for developing community, reflecting on your past experiences, and enhancing skills. There will be lots of programming and opportunities for engagement with peer mentors to all of the Success Scholars. Students will become familiar with the campus, like Colleen mentioned, knowing where all of her classes were. You'll get to know where the bookstore is, where resources are on campus that you might need throughout your academic career. And it's an opportunity to assess yourselves, get to know yourselves better, understand where you're at, develop or build strengths and skills. During this week, students will create an academic plan, set some goals, and even have some fun. The dates that you see on this slide here are tentative. This is all still in the planning, but we do know that there will be programming available for you, and resident students will be able to move in on Sunday, August 23rd. I mentioned a lot of programming that will take place this week, so I'd like you to hear from one of the instructors that you'll get to work with during this week and possibly throughout your first year, Teri Bonk. I'm going to turn it over to Teri.
Hi, everybody. I'm Teri Bonk, and I'm one of the instructors. There's many of us. I'm one of the instructors for Success Scholars. And some of the things I want to tell you about today are some different topics that we will work on during our workshops. So we do some study strategies and some topics within that. We talk about planners, how to use them, how to consistently use them, how to have them help you in planning ahead, managing academic stress, motivation and self-motivation, time management and prioritizing, how to plan your own study time, how to eliminate distractions, forming an anti-procrastination plan. We talk about setting goals, the here and the now, the short term, the long term, and helping those connect. We talk about staying focused the whole semester and the whole year through. We talk about study groups, how they're beneficial to you and how they could not be. Preparing for tests. I know a lot of people with test anxiety, and we do a lot of talk about that and how to prepare for that. We also visit the bookstore on campus, and we understand how to purchase your books and your materials. We go around and we find your classrooms so that you're prepared, and when the other students come on campus, you've already got it set. You know where your classrooms are, and you might be able to help find others and help them. We assess your learning style. We help you manage it all, putting it all together. Some other types of things that we talk about during our reading workshop. We talk about reading for a purpose in college. We talk about the differences, active versus passive reading. We talk about highlighting and note-taking. We remind you about these reading strategies that most of you have, but then they're helpful for you to use in college and in which courses they might be most helpful for. We talk about comprehension skills and to improve your learning. Again, we talk about taking skills. We want to understand that test anxiety and assist you with it, give you some tools to help. Systems to assist with vocabulary, how to handle and use technology and technical terms within vocabulary, and some different tips that we use within that of searching vocabulary and adding vocabulary. Adjusting your reading rate to match the material you're reading. We talk about the comprehension demands of different types of classes. We talk about topics within different courses, word mapping to expand your college vocabulary, how to develop meaningful study guides and study questions. We talk about the study techniques that best fit your learning style and your needs. So we have a lot of things that we discuss and much more, but those are just a couple things that we like to touch upon during our workshops.
Great, fantastic, Teri.
Thank you.
Following Welcome Week, you'll begin the fall semester. Welcome Week is a super exciting week of activities and programming for students. I promise you guys are going to love that week. Students that have gone through the program before you almost always say that that time together before the semester begins is actually their favorite part of the program. Their time connecting with each other, becoming familiar with the campus, developing their skills or enhancing them, and building that community seems to be their favorite part. So after that week, as I mentioned, you're gonna start the fall semester. Your support then during the academic year continues. Academic coaching and mentoring meetings with the professional staff that Tony mentioned, peer mentors that we've talked about. You'll hear from one of them next. And there's also a graduate assistant in this program that you will get to know, and she or he will also be here to support you. All of us are here to support you along this journey. We're meeting with you regularly. We're talking to you about your classes, how you're doing in your classes, what kind of goals that you've set for yourself with regard to grades and other things, getting you engaged on campus, if you're feeling like you're connected, and so much more. Also in the fall semester, all freshmen take the Cornerstone Seminar. This is a 1 credit hour course that supports all first-year students as you transition to college. This supports you by helping you create learning, or by creating learning experiences, helping you or empowering you to take ownership of your own education and your college experience. So next, let's hear from one of our peer mentors. Aiko.
Hi guys, my name is Aiko. I am a junior social work major. I came into the program fall of 2017. This is my second year as a peer mentor, and as a peer mentor, I meet with students weekly to focus on academics, but also to talk about anything that is going on in their lives. The program prepared me for college and gave me an insight on how college classes are. It gave me a sense of belongingness to the community and actually introduced me to the organizations that I'm active on campus right now. And it helped me explore the majors and other programs they offer at Lewis. But first, when I came as a freshman, I wanted to become an education major. But in the spring semester of my freshman year, we actually explored other programs and actually found out that I was actually passionate for social work. So even though I was so set on education, the program gave me opportunities to explore the other programs that are offered at Lewis. The summer portion of the program introduced me to new faces as we were transitioning to college, and it helped me become more comfortable with my transition to college as well. So during my freshman year, my mentors and the success faculty were my go-tos, and I knew that they were there when I needed help, and to this day, they continue to help me.
Fantastic. Thank you, Aiko. I haven't mentioned this yet, but peer mentors are students that have successfully gone through the program. They can be in their second, third or fourth year at Lewis, but they are students who have been in your shoes. They've gone through the program, they've realized it's been beneficial to them, and they want to give back. Now, spring semester is the next stop on your journey. Here, academic coaching and mentoring continue with the professional staff, the graduate assistant, and peer mentors. And although there is not a course like the Cornerstone Seminar during the spring semester, you are going to have several opportunities to attend and participate in a variety of workshops. These workshops include major and career exploration. Lewis offers a program called the Discover Initiative. This is an opportunity to explore what you're really interested in, discover what you're really passionate about, and perhaps discover a major you might be interested in if you have not yet declared your major. There will also be experiential learning opportunities within the community and on campus. And finally, we will offer study jams during midterms and finals. These study jams can help alleviate the stress and anxiety that many of us feel during these really busy times. We will offer all of this and so much more during the spring semester to continue to support you. And the final stop along your journey or along this roadmap, even though spring semester would officially be the end of your time as a Success Scholars Program student, that doesn't mean that it actually has to end. You're going to have resources that you've discovered and have had access to throughout your freshman year that will continue on through graduation. Some resources, like continuing to meet with me as the program coordinator or peer mentor, are optional to you. And if you haven't declared a major yet, I would continue to serve as your academic advisor. For all of you, whether or not you declare a major, the peer mentors, the graduate assistant, myself, and all of the staff within academic services will continue to be resources for you as you progress along your academic journey through graduation and hopefully beyond. Now that you've heard a lot about the program, let's answer a few questions that we always get asked. The first question is, how did I get selected for this program?
Hi everyone, this is Ashley Skidmore. I'm the Dean of Undergraduate Admission. I just want to answer this question for everybody because it is very common, as Melissa had mentioned. During the application review process, we look at a number of factors in your application materials when we're admitting students. During that review, there's a lot of different things, a lot of different reasons or clues that we're looking for and how we select students to participate in Success Scholars. But I'll mention maybe the top two. First, while we realize that test scores are not really a complete picture of the student's ability, we do often select students for success if their high school GPA and test scores are maybe not in alignment with each other or maybe what we would expect. We know that testing and standardized testing is a part of college academics, so we want to make sure that you're prepared for those situations. Sometimes it's really difficult also for us to know the rigor of your high school classes, so we want to make sure that you're prepared for the college academic life. The second most popular reason that students are selected for success is truly related to their major that they're looking to study. We know that some of our programs just naturally require more academic preparation and challenges. Maybe more testing comes with that. So we want to make sure that our Success Scholars have the support network to help them succeed and really achieve their dreams in that chosen major or career. So you've already shown promise and potential for college success, and we truly do know that this program will help you succeed along the way.
Great. Thank you, Ashley. One of the next popular questions that we always get, and Ashley kind of alluded to this, are certain GPA or test scores required for specific programs? So yes, there are specific GPAs or test scores that are required for some of the programs at Lewis. These examples might be aviation, education, nursing, biology. So if there is a major that you are interested in and you're curious about what the requirements are for that program, please feel free to reach out to your admission counselors or to myself. My contact information will be provided in this video, and I would be happy to answer any questions that you have. The next question is, will I still be able to graduate in 4 years? The simple answer is yes. Of course you're going to be able to graduate in 4 years. You are not doing anything different in the Success Scholars program than any other freshman at Lewis. The only difference is you are given this amazing support network. And the last question is, because you're all very excited and ready to accept your acceptance at Lewis and get started here, and you're eager to get started in the fall. So how do you sign up? Well, you register for a SOAR session and you send in your deposit and you will be all ready to go. Here's my contact information. As I mentioned, I am the Student Success Coordinator, and coordinating this program is my primary responsibility. My telephone number and my email address are listed on this screen, and I would be happy to answer any questions or talk to you any more about this program. Thanks for watching our video.